Namamsi. Swagatam to the Vedas, Vedangas and Upangas series. I have made videos on Vedas that can be understood by anyone easily. I have also made videos on the Vedanga Shiksha and Kalpa. Please consider watching them if you haven't yet. This is the link to the playlist. In this video, I will be talking about Jyotisha, which is also one of the Vedangas. I am again quoting this shloka. छन्दः पादौ तु वेदस्य हस्तौ कल्पोऽथ पठ्यते ज्योतिषामयनं चक्षुर्निरुक्तं श्रोत्रमुच्यते शिक्षाघ्राणं तु वेदस्य मुखं व्याकरणं स्मृतं तस्मात् साङ्गमधीत्यैव ब्रह्मलोके महीयते. If we give a human form to the Vedas and call him Veda Purusha, then we had seen before that Kalpa forms his hands and the Shiksha is his nose. Jyotisha will be the eyes of this Veda Purusha. Jyotisham ayanam chakshuhu, it says. Ayanam means movement and Jyotis means light, and it includes 5 sources of light. The 5 sources of light are sun, moon, stars, Agni and Vidyut. Vidyut is lightning. In Jyotisha, sun, moon and stars are used to calculate the time. Jyotisha is the name for this Shastra since it gives the Kala Jnana based on Jyotis Sanchara, that is based on the movement of light. Hence the name Jyotisha. Maharshi Lagadha is the author of Vedanga Jyotisha. There are 2 versions in shloka format. Rig Vedanga Jyotisha, which has 34 verses, and Yajur Vedanga Jyotisha has 43 verses. Later, that is after the period of Lagadha Rishi, we find many treatises on astronomy and mathematical calculations by very well-known scholars like Aryabhatta, Bhaskaracharya and Varahamihira. Rishi Lagadha talks about the importance of Jyotisha in this verse. Veda hi yajñartham abhipravrittah kalanupurvya vihitascha yajñah tasmadidam kala vidhana shastram yo jyotisham veda sa veda yajñan. It means Vedas prescribe sacrifices to be performed, and these sacrifices are to be performed at the appropriate time. Therefore, one who knows this Jyotisha Shastram, the science of astronomy which gives the knowledge of time, only he knows the yajnas. If a person does not know how to calculate or find the right time, then he cannot perform the yajna as prescribed by the Vedas. Therefore, Jyotisha is a very important Vedanga. Rishi Lagadha also says this. Yatha shikha mayuranam naganam manayo yatha Tadvad vedanga shastranam jyotisham murdhani sthitam, which means like the crest on the heads of peacocks, like the gems on top of the snakes. Jyotisha is at the top of the Vedangas. Jyotisha Shastram involves lot of mathematics. In Sanskrit, an astrologer is called Ganakaha, which means one who calculates. The Jyotisha Shastram was used to fix the appropriate time to perform monthly and seasonal rituals. Darsha Purnamasa are monthly rituals. Darsha is a ritual that is performed on every no moon day, that is on Amavasya, and Purnamasa is performed on every Paurnami, that is on every full moon day. And an example of seasonal ritual is the Chaturmasya. Apart from this, Jyotish Shastra was used to know the right time for sowing the seeds and for reaping the harvest. Jyotisham is not just astronomy, but astronomy and astrology. Modern astronomy is finding the planetary positions and studying various celestial objects. But Jyotisha is not limited to that. Jyotisha studies the various celestial objects and also their influence on the world and their influence on us, and also on how we can make their influence favorable to us. The Jyotisha Shastram has 3 branches. The following shloka speaks about it. Skandhatrayatmakam Jyotish Shastrametat Shadangavat Ganitam Samhita Hora Cheti Skandhatrayam Matam. Skandha means branch. So the verse says Jyotish Shastra has 3 branches. The three branches are Ganitam. Another name for Ganitam is Siddhantaha. Then there is Samhita and Hora. Siddhanta, if we take, this is about astronomy and mathematics. In Siddhanta, valid reasoning is a must. Siddhanta includes arithmetic, algebra, which is also called Avyakta Ganitam. Avyakta means unknown. In algebra, we deal with unknown numbers and indicate them with x, y, etc. This Avyakta Ganitam is also called Bija Ganitam in Sanskrit. There is also Jyamiti, which means geometry. The Sanskrit and English words sound so close to each other. Jyamiti and geometry. In Sanskrit, Jya means earth and Miti means measure. In Vedic period, the sacrificial site, the sacrificial kunda, that is the sacrificial fireplace, needed to be measured. Their location had to be fixed and their shapes and dimensions needed to be precise. This was dealt by Jyamiti or geometry. The Shastras mention various allied branches of math like Rekha Ganitam, Anga Bhaga, Avyakta Ganitam, Samikaranam, which refers to equations, Jyamiti, etc. The second branch of Jyotish Shastram is Samhita. Samhita means a collection. The Samhita branch includes meteorology, architecture, calculating the muhurta, and also predictions for the whole nation, the government, the laws governing the country, etc. The third branch is Hora. This branch, called Hora Shastram, is related to the study of the influence of planets on an individual. Based on the time of birth of an individual, the planetary positions are fixed in the horoscope. Based on that, a forecast can be made of the good and bad periods that a person will go through throughout his life. Of course, all human beings undergo periods of joy and prosperity and also periods of fall and misery. Some attribute it to past karma, some to psychology of the person, and an astrologer will attribute it to the planetary position. A problem can be tackled in many ways, and this approach of planetary positions can be considered as one of the ways. Interestingly, the great astronomer and mathematician Varahamihira composed works in all three branches of Jyotisha. In Siddhanta section, he has composed Pancha Siddhanta. In Samhita branch, he has composed the Brihat Samhita. And in the Hora branch, he has written Brihat Jataka, Laghu Jataka and some more. Here are some interesting facts from our Indic Jyotisha Shastram. Aryabhatta in his Aryabhatiyam clearly states the cause of an eclipse. He says, Chhaidayati shashi suryam shashinam mahati cha bhutchaya. It means the moon covers the sun. Shashi means moon and chhadayati means to cover. Shashi suryam chhadayati means moon covers the sun, and Shashinam Mahati Bhutchaya Chhadayati means the huge shadow of the earth covers the moon. So when the moon covers the sun, it is solar eclipse, and when the shadow of the earth covers the moon, it is lunar eclipse. This Aryabhatta wrote in 499 CE. Let us take up this shloka, which is from Siddhanta Shiromani, written by Bhaskaracharya. Akrishta shaktischa mahitaya khastam guru swabhimukham swashaktya akrishyate tat patativa bhati same samantat kwa patatviyam khe. This is a shloka from Siddhanta Shiromani written by the great mathematician Bhaskaracharya in 528 CE. This verse speaks about the gravitational force. Akrishta Shakti refers to the force of gravity. The meaning of this verse is massive celestial bodies are attracted powerfully towards the earth by her, that is earth's gravitational power, and it appears as though it is falling. But how can it fall when equal forces act on a body from all sides? In ancient times, there were many great mathematicians and astronomers, Ganakas, in India. The kings used to reward those who would be able to precisely tell at what time the sun's rays will fall on a particular point. Even now, there are many places in India which were constructed in such a way that at a particular time, the sun's rays would fall on the idol of a deity. For example, the Gavi Gangadhareshwara temple in Bangalore was built in such a way that on every year on Jan 14th, the rays of the setting sun fall on the idol of the deity in the temple. Not just that, but the rays pass through the horns of Nandi, the bull which is Shiva's vehicle, and then fall on the Shivalingam for about 15 minutes between 4:55 and 5:15 pm. This is just one example that I could think of, but there are many temples across India which are built on such accurate and precise calculations. I hope this video was of value to you. If it was, then please do click on the like button and also share this with as many people as you can, and also don't forget to subscribe to Tattvam if you haven't yet. Agrima video madhye punar milami. Namo Namaha.